So listen, I want to tell you guys one thing. That's this. Everything is a frequency. You are a frequency as well as am I. Nothing exists in the way that you see it to be. It is not the way that you see it to be. In fact, your eyes are decoding it into an image that you can see and interact with. Even touching something is basically the atomic structures resisting their energetic polarities against each other because we do not have the resonant frequency of the things that we're touching and interacting with. So what that is saying is this. If you let somebody else get you down, you're not letting another person get you down. You are letting another frequency of a lower nature change the vibration of your internal structure, which is your frequency. Because fundamentally, we all are frequencies, as is everything around us. That means that we are all one truly. That means that we literally are all a frequency, just as well as the environment around us is a frequency. The floor is a frequency. The air, grass, sun, sky, universe, moon. Everything is just a frequency. It has only existed in the way that we see it due to our bodies. The advanced technological nature of our bodies, decoding a frequency environment into a form that we can see and interact with. How beautiful is it? But it is painful if you get trapped in it. Don't be trapped in the illusion of separation. That is your biggest mistake. See, the story of God and the devil can be summarized into two things. Both came down from the heavens into the earth. Both inhabited bodies. The devil only believed in what he could see and touch. He was very logical and used reason. God was different in the form of Jesus and other spiritual leaders that, like Krishna, Buddha, these spiritual leaders that embody this highly advanced frequency, which is no different than the most high frequency, which is God, which you can access because the temple of God dwells within you because it's all just a frequency. Okay, so God, he came to earth in physical form, and what did he do? He did not believe in what he could see. He did not believe in what he could touch. He believed in what he seen with his mind. In fact, the world was perfect through him because he's seen things differently than how they were in front of him. Listen, to be spiritually minded is to be delusional to the world. Not to believe what you can see, not to believe the bad things people say about you, not to believe the circumstance of your environment, not to believe that you're rich merely because the reality gives you evidence of you not having money. You don't have to have money to be rich. It is an embodiment of a spiritual frequency before riches arrives, okay? You don't get rich by getting $1 million. You get $1 million by getting rich. You get it within, okay? So whenever somebody is trying to lower your frequency, talk bad about you, remind you about who you were, and that affects you, that makes you feel like you have to defend yourself. You have to yell, you have to scream at them. They have to believe you because you don't want them to see you that way no more, because you're not that way no more, and you know it. But guess what? You're in your own reality. You're in your own world. There's 8 billion different worlds. Guys, they're going to see you differently. Being spiritual does not mean that all these problems are just going to vanish. That's not what it means. What it means is this. It means that the problems in your life may even get worse. They may get worse, but you are going to be affected differently by them. In fact, you will look at these obstacles just as what they are, a frequency of a lower nature, trying to get you to a lower nature. And if you think about these problems with the same nature that these problems exist on in an energetic level, you're going to be overcome by them. You're not going to be able to overcome them. So here's what you do. You realize that you don't need to be the arbiter of how people see you because that's up to them. You can't change that. You don't need to let that affect you. Second, you need to realize that these people are nothing more than a frequency. They're not people. People don't exist. People only exist in a human body. If we're out of a human body, everything's just frequency. That means that we're all one. That means that if you let somebody get you down, you're letting a lower frequency that can only perceive reality by their programming and their frequency level get you down. You should only judge people by the level of the frequency that they embody. If somebody is a lower nature frequency, you don't need to listen to what they're saying. It shouldn't affect you because you are raising your consciousness up in frequency. That means that you're going to deal with problems differently because you're not going to see problems the same way other people do. In fact, you'll look at problems as an opportunity for you to exercise the nature that you have become. Third thing is this. Realize that the only shift will happen within. You don't get rich by having $1 million. In fact, people go out and they win the lottery and they get broke again because the level of their frequency is low. They don't have the intuitions necessary to guide them to turn that $1 million into 10. They just don't have it. They're not on that frequency. But if you won $1 million and you don't got nothing in your pocket, get $1 million in your heart and in your mind, and it's going to come and find you, because everything is one. That means that the same people out there that are in the world that are God in them, that means that if you change your self-concept of yourself, the universe is going to mirror you. That means that you're going to run across people that before you even have to say a word, they're going to feel vibes about you. They're going to look at you the way you look at yourself. If you look at yourself like a little person and weak, they're going to sense that before you even speak. But if your self-concept of yourself is one of riches, one of abundance, one of love, peace, one of self-defense, not letting people get you down, you are going to find evidence in your reality of what your internal state is. It will resemble you, because everybody in essence is you. And before you even spoke, your frequency will speak to others. So listen, guys, don't let nobody get you down. It's all a joke. It's an illusion. It's real. We're in the third dimension, but it's not real in the fourth dimension. And you are not a third dimensional being at your core. You are a multi-dimensional being. So this is real, but also it's an illusion. So that doesn't mean go mad. That's not what I'm saying. Don't go crazy. This is real, but at the same time, all truths are half truths. Also, it's not real, because you raise up a dimension and realize that you're a spiritual being having a physical experience right now for a short period of time, and you'll realize, yes, the things that you see are real. Also, they're not real. We're in an illusion. Everything is a frequency. So look at it through that lens. Let this information mature inside you. That way you can internalize it yourself, and you will be able to gain confidence. Gain confidence through knowing all is one. Obstacles aren't truly obstacles. Obstacles are truly opportunities for you to exercise the level of awareness that you have and the level of frequency that you have. Once you develop a strong internal state, these obstacles are going to come at you. They're going to want to get you down, okay? They're literally going to want to lower your frequency. And reality may show signs of your frequency lowering depending on how your internal state's changed by your environment. If you can do one thing, and that is not to let your internal state change based on the level of environment you have. What I mean is you can have a horrible environment that you're in. It takes a certain level of spiritual mastery to deny the reality that they can see and touch for their internal state that they can only see with their mind. If you can do that in any circumstance and maintain your internal state, you are a spiritual master. You are raising to the level of spiritual masters that have embodied God consciousness here on earth, like Buddha, Krishna, Jesus. And you know what? The temple of God isn't built with human hands. You know just as well as I do, it's built within you. Don't let people get you down. They're lower than you. You're raising. I love you guys.